Right then guys, well, welcome back to the channel as they say. And yeah, we are on Cokin Farm, we are on Meadow Lake. We're back on Meadow as they say. And yeah, a lake that's been pretty close to my heart really over the last year. And like I say, I've only done a year on here, but the numbers that I've caught out of this lake are, well, it's just off the chain. It's absolutely off the chain. So this was the lake where I caught Cokin's first 50-pounder. And like I say, a lot of people say this is the hardest lake on site. Some people say Oak. I'll let them debate that. Like I say, I just enjoy coming here, guys. Do you know what I mean? And but yeah, we're here for 48 hours, and I got on at Friday midday, and obviously I'm going to leave Sunday midday. And yeah, let's see what we can do. But it's lovely to be back on the meadow. You know, I do like this lake, and to think that I only come on this lake because of like the catfish problem on Oak, which was a couple of years ago. Otherwise I wouldn't have been on it. And but yeah, I'm glad. Them catfish done me a bloody favour, guys, let's put it that way. They really did. So let me adjust that a little bit for you. There you go. And but yeah, I've caught some amazing carp out of this lake, and yeah, we've had some serious numbers out of it. Gone through some serious amount of bait on this lake as well, so for the people in the know. And but yeah, like I say, we're here 48 hours. Dad's next door. We're in one of the bay swims, and took the gamble. And yeah, it's one of those with these bay swims. If they're in here, sweet as a nut. If they're not, yeah, you're kind of in trouble, guys. You know what I mean? Because obviously you can't get out, you know, to any of that main bit of the lake. So, but like I say, I've done well in this swim before, and I mean, I remember specifically one session I think it was 330s out of this swim in a weekend. I think the most I've ever had out of this swim is 6. I think it's 6 anyway. It's either 6 or 7. It's something like that. But the memorable one was when I had 330s, and I had 3 real big 30s as well. So, so yeah, it's paid off for me in the past, guys. Ring the tackle shop up, book the number swim, didn't you? Take your chance, and that's what we're doing. As you can hear, of course it's fucking raining. I'm fucking here, and I fuck it all up, don't I? Sorry for the language. I know we have some kids watching. Do apologise, mums and dads, but we keep it fucking real. We don't fuck about, as Mickey says. But yeah, it is good fishing weather. It was funny because in the car park, it's been red hot. It's been absolutely red hot lately. Bloke in the car park went, "I knew you was fucking coming." He said, "I fucking knew it." He said, "I looked at the weather app and thought he's on his way." Oh, fuck it. Of course I do. But no, on a serious note, good fishing weather. I'd rather it be like this than red hot. I think you guys would all agree. So, but yeah, like I say, we've got Carp Dog Ted with us. He's just chasing off the geese. And but I'll tell you what, less Mikel Arteta settings, waffling. Let me spin you guys round and you can see exactly what I'm looking at. Alright then, guys. Well, that is what we are dealing with. So, it's one of the end swims, one of the bay swims as I call it on Meadow. And like I say, done well here in the past. But it is a gamble swim, this one. Like I say, if they're in here, great. If they're not, as you can see, what you see is what you get, you know. So if they go around them islands, you're knackered. But basically, yeah, so what we got, so obviously I've got 3 bennies there on the dance floor, as you can see. And in this swim, I do things different to the norm in this swim. Doesn't mean to say I'm special, it's nothing like that at all. I know the spots in this swim. Loads of people fish over near that paddle and all along this margin and round the corner. They're quite known spots. But the thing is with it, everyone does it. And all you're doing is putting bait on bait on bait on bait, and then someone eventually catch a couple until the fish clear it off. But in this swim, where I've done okay in the past, is basically draw a line. So if you imagine your boundary is from the point of this island, and then you draw a line straight across. So if we come round and you see that bundle of trees over there to there, and then it goes all the way round basically into a bay round there, guys. But what I've always done on here, because I've seen, you know, like the regulars and other people do it, and they all do the same thing. And this is why my results, I think, are a lot different to other people on here. So if you imagine that line over here from the island to that tree there, basically I put 3 rods in a line. I always have done on this swim, and there's a reason for it. Now there's 2 ways into this swim, so if I go like that, you'll see what I mean, guys. There's 2 ways in. One way is exactly where that goose is coming in, through here. And the other one is what you're looking at opposite where my finger is there, coming back to the screen, yeah? They're the only two ways into this swim. So the way I look at it is, I mean, you could even block up this bit here, which I've never tried yet, but I've always done well. So basically, where the swim is there, where that bivvy is, that's me right hand rod. Middle rod, see the other swim there with the other car, there. Come round, and the other one, that last tree there, the first tree, where my finger is, right there, that's my left hand rod. So if you imagine, I've done a line of bait all across there. So when they come in or come out, they have to pass bait. And that's the way I look at these swims. Yes, I know about all of these spots over here. You know, they're famous on Meadow Lake when the fish are there. But they have to, if they want to come into this bit, in here, they've got to cross it. Likewise, if they come in here, they want to go there, they have to cross it. And I think because it's silty out there and shitty and horrible, a lot of people just won't fish out there, guys. And that's when the spread baiting comes in. So what I've done is I've put literally a kilo of hydro squid. Things don't change for me on here. I found a tactic that works. I've put a kilo of hydro squid again, guys, all the way from here, all the way to there. Just all in a big long line, it's gone everywhere. And I've deployed 3 rigs in amongst it. I've seen 3 carp already. So it's telling me that there's obviously a few here. And basically you'd like to think out of them 3 rigs, a couple of them are sitting perfect. And that is how I fish this swim. Whether it's wrong or right, that's just what I prefer. So at the end of the day, like I say, the results I've had doing that have been very, very good, guys. So that is what we've gone in with. And hopefully we will be showing you a meadow carp. But like I say, she's a lovely swim. You do get all this sector to yourself. And but like I say, when they're in here, you can have a great result. You really can. But if they're not in here, yeah, you could be in trouble. So, bleep there on the right hand rod, guys. Who knows? Who knows? We could be bringing you one very soon. Who knows? But yeah, like I say, I'm going to leave it there, guys. That's the intro and where the rigs are. I'll come on to more bait and etc. later on. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll have a word, guys. Look, come back on the lens. Look. Look at him. Look at him. Bit of glare there, isn't it? You alright there, mate? Yeah, he's alright. Oh, what's that lens saying? There we go, guys. Let's move you up. There you go. But yeah, Carp Dog's head. Here he is. Look, bless him. Hello, everyone. Hey, old teddy bear's here. Oh, he's a bit wet. Been whizzing between the 2 bits. I mean, these swims are very close together where me and Dad are, so it's ideal for him. Can't hurt anyone round here either. So yeah, he whizzes into Grandad's bivvy, see what he's got grub wise, and then whizzes back to mine, doesn't he? Little ponce, isn't he? That's what we should have called him, the ponce. Look at him. But yeah, the other reason for coming back on the lens, it all happens on this channel, doesn't it? I've seen 3 carp show, got an easterly wind smashing into here, looking decent. I've seen 1. If you could literally pick a carp up and go bosh on the middle rod, that's what happened. I had 2 other shows sparse, you know, in the zone as such. Sitting here with Dad, middle rods just absolutely took off. I mean, what a bite. I'm thinking, you know, right there, an hour and a half in. Back to normal ways on Meadow. Played it to fucking tench. I talked it onto the line, didn't I, guys? I mean, there's hardly none of them in. You know what? It's probably more difficult in this lake to catch a tench than it is a 50. Do you know what I mean? And I've gone and caught a tench. It's my first ever one, but I know there's not many in here, there's an handful. So for guys that are looking to booking up, you know, in the future on Meadow and that, there's nothing to worry about. There's literally an handful. I couldn't believe it. Great big carp. Oh, it's right on it. 10 minutes later, whee, £5 tench. Couldn't fucking write it, could you guys? Couldn't write it. So, but yeah, we've whizzed the rod back out. And that was on the middle rod towards that swim that I showed you earlier. It looks like it's a grey car in that swim, so go back and you'll see it. And all I've done is just put a little mesh bag of the hydro squid boilies on. Obviously I've put a kilo out there, so there's no need for no more bait at the moment, but I will re-top up tonight because obviously I don't know what that tench has took. And if there was other fish with it feeding, do you know what I mean? It'd be sod's law, wouldn't it? I see a carp there could have been a couple of carp, but the tench has got the hook bait. But yeah, we'll rebait later on. But typical, isn't it, eh? All these carp in here. You guessed it. I've gone and caught a tench. Just what we need. But yeah, like I say, still raining. Of course it, I give up. Don't even talk about the weather. Don't even talk about it. But no, I just want to do a big shout out though. There's a gentleman behind me and his son, and they watch the channel, and yeah, fair play to them. They noticed Dad obviously, and then they see Carp Dog Ted. As you know, Ted is just like world famous, isn't he? And yeah, bless him, they came over. I can't remember the dad's name, so we're going to call you Dad for obvious reasons. But I remember your son's name. His name was called Finn, and they're behind me on Rush, and yeah, bless him, just give him a few little tips over there. Great lake that is. I like that one Rush over there, and they're in two very good swims there. And let's hope that you two catch as well. And I know Grandad's there as well, I believe. So I hope that OB gets amongst them as well, and I'll keep you guys informed if they do. And funny enough, there was another gentleman when I was in. It says obviously a calf on site. Obviously had a bit of breakfast this morning. There was a gentleman, he was fishing on Oak and he was struggling, and yeah, he came up and he said, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm in Ben's swim." Ben's is really stuck in it, that name on that swim now. It's peg 24 for people that want to know on Oak, and I was doing diagrams for him in the bloody calf. You want one there, one here, like, you know. But like I say with it, guys, you know, when I help people, what you got to remember is this is just my opinion. You know, it's not, I don't know it mega well here, do you know what I mean? I've been here a couple of years, guys, you know, I'm still learning now. You know, there's regulars here that have fished here for years. They don't know it 10 times better than what I do. But I understand what it is. It's because I've caught so many special carp very quickly on this site, so I respect people asking. I would do the same if there was someone else with them results. But like I say to people, it's only my opinion, you know. You don't have to get all negative, you know what carp fishing's like, innit, you know. And a lot of jealousy. It's only my opinion, alright? I'm not here to rewrite carp fishing. I'll bring a camera fishing with me. Oh, it's that middle rod again, guys. I'll bring a camera fishing with me, and it's my opinion. And it's the same with every YouTuber. It's their opinion. Doesn't mean to say it's right. Could be well wrong, couldn't I? But like I say, don't have to get all negative and all jealous. Full-grown men getting jealous. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, mate. And to think that these people have got kids as well. Wow. Well. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. Oh, right hand rod now. But right. Hopefully, Dad and Finn, they catch someone Rush. Hopefully I ain't going to have another tench. And hopefully, I'll be bringing you a carp before it gets dark. Fingers crossed, guys. Right then, guys, well, coming on to that Friday evening. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. It's got bloody cold. Let's go get me hat on, got me hood up. Yeah, so, yeah, there's the backdrop of the mighty meadow. And yeah, hopefully we'll get one this evening all through the hours of darkness, guys. So, but yeah, all the rods are out, they're all rocking. So I haven't recast them, I've left them where they are. I'm just about to put a little bit more bait out, and I'll probably stick out about another half a kilo. Like I say, there was already a kilo out there, and we'll go from there, guys, you know. So, but yeah, it's been a very quiet day other than that tench, and a bloody cold day as well. So, but yeah, there's the backdrop of the mighty meadow. We'll just go round up there. Dad's just next door. There's Dad there. And the good thing about these swims as well, they've opened it all up now. So as you can see, that's Dad's van there. Look how close mine is. Hey, look at that. Other fisheries should take note of this. You know what I mean? It's 2025, boys. You know, the age of the barra should be dead, in my opinion, but there you go. Look at that. Just how we like it. 2 bivvies and the men in black vans, eh? Welcome to 2025 carping, guys. But yeah, as you can see, it channels up there as well. Dad's got a nice big island up and down here to fish, and then obviously it goes up to here, and this is like the central area of the lake. Goes right up there as well, guys. So yeah, so we've got a bit to play with, and yeah, I'm just hoping that they turn up here. Like I say, it's one of the bay swims. You take the gamble, and you go from there. And that there behind us, because I know you'll be watching, that is Dad and Finn. I'll give you a shout out, guys. There they are. They're there on Rush, and that's Rush Lake just there, guys. You know, so like I say, it's a lovely lake, that one as well. So yeah. But right, that's enough for me. I will come back to you a bit later on, or in the night, hopefully holding a cracking meadow carp. But I'll catch up with you soon, guys. Well, morning, guys, and yep, I've just had a lovely alarm clock call, and still fucking raining. Forget the weather. But yeah, it was a beautiful alarm clock call. Middle rod has absolutely just one-noted. It absolutely scared the shit out of me. I was having a bit of a lay-in this morning, and yeah, out the blue, totally out the blue. It just ripped off and gave a good fight. And yeah, I've got one there that's a special one. Let's put it there. Yeah, so I've basically just javelined the landing net into the ground over there. And they ain't even unhooked it yet. It's still in the fish's mouth in the net, and yeah, we are overjoyed. So yeah, I'm gonna go and wake Dad up in a minute, and I'm gonna go and get. There's another bloke round the corner, and I'm gonna go and get him as well, and just to witness it and verify it, etc. And it's just something that I do, and something that I recommend people to do at coking. You know, when you catch one that's, you know, going to be a special one, you know, just get it verified and witnessed, isn't it? You know, so and that's what we're going to do. So, but yeah, it's a proper one down there, and yeah, I'm overjoyed. I'm absolutely overjoyed. What a welcoming present back to Meadow, and it's over 40. I know that. Yeah, so I don't know, low 40s probably, something like that. But yeah, like I say, we'll get Dad up, go and get the other gentleman, and we'll give it a way up, guys. But yeah, I'm absolutely overjoyed. Can't believe it. First time back on Meadow for a little while. Yeah, I've gone and got a special one. Right, I'll come back to you once we weigh it all, and you'll see me again. Come on. See you soon. Right then, guys, well, got it out. It's been weighed, 40 pound 2. So, yep, it's a recognisable one. Beautiful linear, and I'm overjoyed. So, let's have a look if she's going to behave. Yeah, we'll check that out, guys. Look at that. What a stunning carp that is. What, 40 pound 2 of a immaculate linear. Again on the hydro squid. Yeah, what a fish, look at that. That's a beautiful carp. My type of carp, as they say. Look at that. Absolutely excellent. Right, I'll spin it round. The other side's even better. So, yeah, I'm overjoyed with that one. What a result. Right, let's spin it round. And there's the other side. Immaculate fish. That's a proper one from Meadow, that one. So yeah, quality. But right, I'm going to get some stills, get her straight back, and I'll run you through that bait that we caught her on. But a right result for Meadow. 40 pound 2, over the moon. Right then, guys, well, I think you would agree what a carp that was, wasn't it? That was a proper special one. I didn't even know it was in here. And to be fair, that's how I like it. I mean, I know that there are some big carp in this lake, but I'm not one to scroll through photo after photo. And I like it that way as well. Like I say, I'm not really into all this name stuff, but I know some people are. Cool if you are. It's just not me, you know. I like the element of surprise. You know, when they come up to the net and you're like, fucking hell. That's a bit of me. We're going to go through the rig anyway. So basically, we've got the goodness here. I'm going to set it all up live for you now. So basically, obviously I've got the main line here. That's a 21-pound main line. And then I've got a lead-free leader, probably of about, I don't know, 2.5 foot, something like that. Lead-free leader. You can use lead-free leaders here. You can't use any other leaders, guys. So no lead core, no safe zones, no fluorocarbon, but they don't mind you using lead-free. As you can see on there, just got a normal safety clip, and obviously lead-free leader goes through that. Swivel goes in the other end, and then I've got one of my snap links. So basically I'm going to set this up now, because obviously that rod's got to go back out. So basically I've got a 3-ounce square lead there. The best thing to do with them safety clips is just wet them, because what this enables is once you put the lead on, like so, put the tail rubber down, and I don't ram it all the way on, guys, because if something does happen, like a crack off or you get bitten off or whatever, you know, you snap up, the fish has got half a chance of getting that lead off. So we push that on halfway, as you can see, like that. And then basically, I've got the rig there. Now the rig itself is a coated braid. You come down, got a bit of shrink tube there, and then obviously I'll whip down the shank, and then I've got a little bit of silicone on there, guys, if you can see that, which just traps the hair behind the shank of the hook. That's a size 4 barbless. That's the rules here at Coking Farm. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on one of our new, they're called hard ones, and the reason being is they will stay on indefinitely. So basically you need a drill for these, but the size of them are absolutely quality. So I'm going to show you guys how we do it. So basically you get one of the new hydro squids, very small, probably about 10 mil in diameter, probably about by 8 mil, something like that, I would think. And then what you do is you just drill through, but go through slowly, like so. So go through there like so. Obviously pull the drill out, get your baiting needle, put that through, and then obviously attach that to the hair like so, push that up, get a boilie stop, if I can find any. There we go, get me boilie stops out, guys. One of those on. And the good thing about this bait is, once I've put it out, it just stays out there. There's no need to keep bringing it in, because it's a hardened hook bait. They're not soft, they're absolutely like marbles. So what it enables you to do is put your rods out and then just leave them. And I think that sometimes is a very cute way of catching carp. So basically, spin that round, that's what we got there, guys. Now what I'll do is, obviously that's the new barrels there, but I'll go into that in a little bit with steamies. Obviously we'll open them up. Nice new packaging now as well, so which is very nice. But we'll open them up, and then basically what I'll do is I get one of my funnel webs, and I use the large one in this. Obviously you get a small one and a large one. I mean, loads of companies do these, don't they? And then all I do with that is just grab about 5 baits. You don't need loads, because you've got to remember you're spread baiting, boys. So all you want is just a little package. So that in there in your funnel web. Bring them down like so. Just give it a twist. A single knot on top, and then for the next one, do another knot just above it, because then when you make your next bag, you're all ready to go. Obviously cut between the 2 knots, like so. Remember to put that away properly, guys. I've done it enough times where chuck it on the floor, you come back, it's all bloody melted, isn't it, eh? So yeah, tip there, but make sure you put it back when you're doing it, like that. And here comes the tricky bit. So basically what you want to do is, you actually want to go through that, not hook it. So obviously get a needle, and you've got to be very careful, so you don't want to pierce a boilie. So basically we're going to go through, and you come out the other side like so. You then get your rig, whatever you do with it. I don't know what I've done with that bloody rig now. Where's that gone? There it is. Right, so there's your rig. And on the end of it you'll have a loop. Attach it like that. Pull that all the way through. So it's basically running freely on your hook length like that. That means you've gone through no boilies. Then what you do is you put your hook, find the gap. Again, make sure you don't go through any boilies, and then all you do is just go round like so. Now the good thing about that is when you look at that, you're all done. Attach that to your snap link, or some people like to use the quick change swivels. I don't, because I've had the crooks snap on them. I like to use the snap links. I think they're a lot more easier. So I'll tell you what, I'll just quickly show you guys that once more how easy this is, because you don't need rubbers and stuff. So basically there's your snap link, put it on, clip it in, you're done. There's no need to put rubbers on, and so if you do a miscast or whatever, you ain't got to do that with this. And that there, guys, is the finished product. So when that cut gets cast out or put in a boat, whatever, that won't tangle. Your hook point is buried in the PVA, so when that goes onto the bottom, you've got just a nice little parcel of bait that's dissolved, obviously with the PVA, around your hook bait. And the good thing about it, it prevents tangles and it keeps your hook point nice and sharp. And that there, exactly that, has just caught that 40 pound 2 ounce linear. And that, my friend, is going back out in the lake now. I'm going to get this out in the lake, then I'll run for a bit of bait with you. Right, that rod is out now, guys. We are on the dance floor. But right, while I've got the stuff here, I'll quickly go through a bit of bait with you. Now obviously I've got 3 rods out there, and I've got 3 different hook baits on. Same flavour, everything is the hydro squid, everything's from Steamies. That's the bait that I choose to use, and that is the bait that catches me a lot of carp on this complex, and a lot of special ones, as you've just seen. So basically on the right hand rod, we've got the 12mm hydro squid. They're a deep red in colour, and that's a wafter. So basically that's what we're using on the right rod. On the middle rod, which you guys have already just seen, these are the new barrels that have come out. Like I say, they're 10mm in size, again dark red in colour, and they're absolute perfect. You know, like when you see a product and it stops you in your tracks, this is what, when Christian sent these to me, I was like, oh my God, where have you been all my life? That's what's produced, unfortunately, the tench, but that 40 pound 2 linear. So they're the new barrels out, they're the small ones as well, guys. So that's on the middle rod. And then on the left hand rod, again, the barrels, but I've put a larger one on. Now these are about, I would say 13mm roughly, maybe 12. They're only a little bit bigger, but he calls them the larger ones, and they're in a wafter. So basically 3 different hook baits on as such, and what I mean is by that 3 different sizes. But that's the hydro squid liver. It's just the one on Meadow. I've caught so many big ones on it, and it just seems to, excuse me, to dominate. Now when spread baiting out there, I like to use a mixture. Now I have used one size before and I've caught with it, it's cool. But when you're using 3 different hook baits, if you mix it about, I think the results are better. So basically we've got the 15mm, I've been putting them out there. I mean, obviously I've got a kilo left of them and I've got a kilo left of the barrels, but I've put in half a kilo of 15s already. This is my last bag of these ones. These are like gold dust, aren't they? And that's the barrels as well, because we're fishing at catapult range as well. It's no big cast in here at Coking, so everything's within catapult range. And I've spread half a key of them out there as well. So obviously when I'm doing it, it's a long line, guys, like I was explaining earlier. But the game changing ones, and these are very, very underestimated, they are in Steamies. And these are called pasties. Now basically it's a jumped up ball pellet. I've done this in a previous video. Now the thing is with ball pellet, it was great invention when it came out, but it went to dust within 30 minutes of being in your swim. So if you had nuisance fish, it was a pain in the arse because they took it out your swim. Now with these being pasties, they take up to 20 hours to dissolve. Because it's paste and it's not a ball pellet, that is why it takes longer. As you can see, they're all dusted off. This is the hydro squid. Again, everything is just hydro squid on Meadow. But I have used these in TNT on oak and they really work. So you imagine the attraction on these and they're always breaking down. But 20 hours as well. And a little tip with these, what I do, is these are ideal to put in a bag. You know, like the funnel web bag that we was doing. But the thing about it is, if you break them in half, you're breaking down the ratio of it actually breaking down itself. So now 20 hours, that'll only take 10. Do you see what I'm saying? So the more you break them down, the more active they are in your swim. But they are a very underestimated product at Steamies. I've caught a lot of fish. It's so much attraction with very little food. And I've put, I don't know, probably about 40 of them out. But like I say, I scatter them everywhere, guys. But that's the baiting application. Everything is just hydro squid. Like I say, that is the one I do a lot of damage on this lake. So yeah, like I say, if you come into Meadow, bait is personal. You guys use what you want. Like I say, your rods, I'll be honest, I couldn't give a toss. I know what I'm using on my rods, and it's that. The reason being is, because that certainly dominates on Meadow, like the TNT does on Oak. If you're coming down here, like I say, you've got 3 rods, haven't you guys? Try on one. You might be pleasantly surprised, but it's personal, isn't it, babe? I'll leave it to you. But like I say, that's the rig. Rigs are very simple. You know, I don't do all this spin and rig and, you know, putty and, I don't know, crimps. I don't know what they fucking use these days. You know, they're carp. You know, the more basic that you go, I think the easier it is to catch them. Doesn't mean to say it's going to be a runs water, but the more crap you put on your rigs, or the more crap you do with your bait, I think you you less chance of catching carp. So keep it basic, keep the baiting basic. And like I say, and I think that's the reason why I do well here, because what I do, I don't see a lot of other people doing it. And I just think it's new to them, that's all. It's not because I'm special, it's nothing like that. It's just the way that I fish, guys, and it's worked. So simple rigs, the hydro squid liver from Steamies, and you should be catching carp on Meadow. Well then, guys, time is getting on, as they say. And yeah, them bloody geese are driving me insane. And I don't know if you can hear them. But yeah, I got the bait back out, all back in the zone. And yeah, as you can see, total different conditions, guys. And yeah, since, when was it? Probably about midday. Yeah, the rain went, the wind went, and out come the sun. But I am not complaining. It was lovely to have a bit of sun in Dorset, guys. Beautiful. And yeah, it's just gone behind the clouds now. But yeah, flat calm. And I'm hoping that we might see 1 or 2 this evening. So traps are set. Like I say, with them hook baits that I showed you, there's no need to keep bringing them in and out. Once they're in, because they don't come off. And the bait's out there doing its job. So yeah, hopefully we can get one more tonight. I think that'll be a great session. Like I say, it's the only fish that's been out the whole weekend as well. So like I say, the gentlemen that witnessed the fish, they come back round and they said, you're the only one that's caught them. So yeah, obviously Meadow is biting back, and we go from there. So but yeah, time's getting on there. It's about 5 o'clock now on Saturday. I'll come back to you just before dark. These geese are doing my nutting. I need to go and get Ted to get them out of this bloody area of the lake. So that is my next job. Ted, geese.
Ben's got one on.
It's got that one. Yeah, it's got that rod. There we go, guys. Well, we got one on, eh? Got round the other rod though. So, there's a pain in the backside. There we go. Right, gonna have to go down there, on that side, and give it a net. tree. Doing the right thing, don't you? Oh, mate. He's stuck in the tree. Come on. Yeah. The trees in the way.
I think Ben's showing off now.
We're in a right pickle here, guys. That bloody tree's right in the bloody way.
Go on, you're under him.
There we go. We get there in the end, guys, don't we, eh? Voila, that will do. Lovely. Quality, let's give it away. Let's see how we get on. Right then, guys, well, you see me getting a right 2 and 8 there. I was in a right pickle with that bloody tree. So, yeah, it went under the other rods up. It was a nightmare. But anyway, got it in. We've weighed it all. It was 31.12. So, yet again, another lovely mirror from Meadow. It has got a gash the other side though, so we're going to have to treat this one. But, we get it up. There it is. And check that one out, guys. 31.12. A right set of shoulders on it, isn't it? But yeah, that gash this side. I'll spin it round and show you, but yeah. What a session this is turning out to be, eh? Fantastic. So yeah, 31.12. Again on the hydro squid. That was on the bigger barrels this time. So yeah, look at that, stunning car. Right, I'll spin him round for you. There is a gash this side. We're gonna have to treat. Unfortunately, you can see that gash down the centre. I'll get some gear on it though. But yeah, just sitting there having a chat with Dad. And away it went. Lovely. Right, let's get some stills and we'll get him straight back. Right then, guys, well, I'm coming on to the evening now. And yeah, what a fish that was, wasn't it, eh? So just sitting down there with Dad, chewing the fat, as they say, and yeah, left hand rod just absolutely took off out of the blue. Didn't even see anything out there, just totally out of the blue. And yeah, like I say, so that's a bite on the middle rod and the left hand rod now in that open water. And yeah, like I say, it ended up going round to the left. I was in a right 2 and 8 with that fish. A bloody tree above me, got 13-foot rods and so it's there's a tree that overhangs above this swim, and not where like in the middle of it, but just to the left. And where I've put my legs to the my rods to the left, it's in the way. But it's my own fault because I put my rods over there. So not Coking's fault, my fault, till my dipstick. So but yeah, like I say, got in a bit of a pickle with that one, but we got it in. So 31.12. That's number 2, isn't it? And so that was on them larger barrels. So they are, what are they? They were the 12, 13 mil ones. And so yeah, basically dropped the rod back out. Still got 3 in a line out there. And yeah, them barrels I've put about another ½ kilo. So we've gone for about 2 kilo, 2.5 kilo now. So you've got to remember, we've had a tench, a 31.12 mirror, and obviously the 40-pound too. What I'm saying, you go through it, you go, especially when you're baiting in a line, and you know, over a wide area, you certainly go through it with this tactic. But it works, you know, and that's what it's all about, isn't it, guys? That's why we're here. I'm not here for kingfishers, I'm not here for swans, I'm not here for beautiful fucking sunrises, sunsets. No, I come to Coking to catch carp. So, and this is the way that I approach it. It's not for everyone. Everyone does their own angling, don't they? But this is how I fish this complex. And the hydro squid on Meadow just keeps catching, and keeps catching. So, so yeah, like I say, it's a tactic that works. If you're coming down here, I would strongly, you know, recommend trying it. And but like I say, they're your rods. You do what you want. That's whatever makes you guys happy on it. But like I say, we're about, I don't know, 8 o'clock now, and yeah, the temperature has dropped. I mean, it's dropped because when you're in this swim, it's like a northeasterly pushes into this swim, and it's just turned northeasterly. We've had easterly winds all bloody weekend. Now it's got a bit of northerly in it. It's coming into me, and like there's people walking out behind me on Rush Lake. They've got shorts and a t-shirt on. Me, dressed like a fucking Eskimo, look at me. So yeah, I mean, I went to the toilet earlier. There's people on the other side in shorts, everything. Fucking me, dressed up like it's still winter. But there you go, I can't grumble. We've had a couple of decent carp, and the night is still young, so I've just had a couple of liners on the right hand rod just before we come on the lens, and who knows, I don't know if there's something down there or fish moving into the swim now, but it does look promising, so we'll see guys. But yeah, if I don't catch one, I'm happy with that. I mean, you can't grumble with that. A 30 pounder and a 40 pounder from a day ticket at a weekend. Job done, isn't it? Right, and on that note, I will come back to you either in the night or in the morning and see what's gone on. So right, on that note guys, I shall see you later. Right then guys, that was a very quiet night. I was not expecting that, to be honest with you, and as you can see, I am proper wrapped up. And yeah, that northeasterly proper turned up last night, and God, it was cold. Even though it's sunny outside, I'm looking across the lake, there's a bloke in a pair of shorts. It's fucking me, isn't it? God, it's cold in this swim. You know about it when a northeasterly, you just can't get out of it in this swim. So yeah, I had to dive for the van this morning, go and get my old winter jacket out and put that on. So yeah, we're wrapped up like an Eskimo. But yeah, last night I was cursing myself really, because I had a massive liner after I spoke to you guys on the left hand rod, huge. I thought it was away, and you know, like fucking the tip was going down the lot, and I was just about to hit it, and a whole lot sprung back. You know, and you're cursing it, and you're like, oh, leave it out. What do? Do I redo it, leave it? And I thought, no, they're in the zone, I'll leave it. And then this morning I've woken up, and you know, we all get it as anglers, don't you? You know, something's playing on your brain, and you're like, what's going on here? Then I see one top over it, and I thought, right, here we go, I'll leave it. Then I see another one, and then about an hour later I was like, something's not right, and I brought the rig in, and it's absolutely snarled up in leaves and crap, and there was like a branch on it out in the open water, and I was cursing myself because I see two on it this morning. I've still got the middle and the right hand rod in that same line, but they were showing on the left of it. But I've whizzed it back out there now. But you know, when you think, was that an opportunity missed, Ben? You know, because they were there this morning. But there you go, you learn all the time, don't you? You know, so in future, if you're getting massive liners like that, it's probably worth redoing them, because if your leads have been dragged, which I think happened, that lead got dragged. And yeah, so technically last night I was only fishing with 2 rods. Lessons learned, guys, isn't it? So but the time now, it's about night, well, it's 9 o'clock now. Got to be off at 12, and I'm gonna have a slow pack up. Sandy, the van's just there, isn't it? It's a good thing about Coking Farm, you know, the vans are in the swim. You know, it's a selling point as well for the venue, and this is why I say other venues should take note, because I'm pretty sure if them vans weren't allowed in the swims here, or the cars, wherever you know your chosen vehicle is, there wouldn't be as many people down there. It's made easy for you, so and it's clever marketing, you know. So like I say, a lot of anglers don't even set the bivvies up, just put a bed chair in the van with a receiver. It's quality, isn't it? And I don't blame them, you know. So but yes, it's a proper selling point, that is, and it's ideal when you're setting up, especially when you're packing away, isn't it? But right, guys, I think that will probably do. Like I say, I've got a couple of hours left. If anything happens, I will come back to you. I am going to start to pack up. But yeah, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, get your words out, Ben, and give it a like, leave a comment. I always get back to the people in the comment section, and yeah, I'd be very appreciated. Carp Dog Ted would be as well. He's down there, bless him. I'm not saying if you enjoy it, show the love, people, innit? You know, information and entertainment on Ben's angle, as we say. You know, we say it how it is. We keep it real. We do have a little bit of swearing, so I do apologise to the mums and dads, especially with the younger generation. So I try and keep it to a minimum, but you've got to remember it's real. You know, like a lot of other well, most videos out there. Oh, they won't do it. Oh, they won't do it. They edit it all out. Nah, not this channel, mate. It's proper real life, this is, you know. So So yeah, I apologise to the mums and dads. Doesn't mean to say I'm a bad person, but it's just what's going on for that 48 hours. But right, subscribe to the channel, yeah? Appreciate it, guys. And I will catch you on another session when we are live on Ben's Angle. Ta-da from me, ta-da from Carp Dog Ted.